Hey, you guys. It's my first story time. You've seen the title, so you know what it's about. It's about my fucked up ex. Well, yeah, he was fucked up. He fucked up. I was in a relationship for like 4.5 years, I guess. And in the beginning, all was well, as it goes most of the time. Happy, in love, everything is good, you like each other, you do nice things, and all that kind of stuff. And in the end, I was like, okay, stuff is happening. He would be like gone for days. I would be like, okay, he must be doing something trifling because not coming home for days, that's not okay. We didn't live together. It was not like, oh, I was in the house and he was like going out for days. No, he would like disappear. And I would call his phone and he wouldn't pick it up. And his friends were disgusting. Egging him on to do stuff like that. So I was like, okay, just let it be. If I find out that you're cheating, we're done. We're done. So one of these days, I don't know exactly how it happened again, but I got a phone call with a number I didn't know. And I was like, let me pick up the phone. And this girl was like, hello? Yes. Please don't be angry. Don't hang up. I was like, don't hang up. Who are you? She was like, yeah, I'm dating this guy. And I saw your phone number in his phone and it says, honey. And I saw he calls you a lot of times. And I was curious. And now I was like, well, who are you? And she's like, yeah, I'm his girlfriend. Girlfriend? I was like, girlfriend? I'm his girlfriend for almost 4.5 years now. Girl, what you talking about, girlfriend? But the way she approached me was so nice. And she was like, girl, I did not know about you. I've been dating him for like, what did you say again? Like 2, maybe 3 months, something like that. I was like, okay, cool, fine. If you say so, you're calling me. So, okay, what's up? Then she told me like, yeah, I met him. And she met him at a place in some kind of station where he used to work, this trifling, you know what he is. And I was like, okay, cool. So I had the suspicion that he was like talking to girls on his job when he was supposed to work. But okay, fine. We talked for an hour or so. And then she was like, yeah, most of the time he comes in the morning. Oh. So we started to exchange like when he would come to her, when he would be with me. He would say to me like, yes, honey, I'm going to take care of us. I'm going to take some extra shifts so we can make more money. And he never had any money. He wasn't taking the shifts. He was going to her. And for a while, we kept contact while he was going between the both of us. I stopped having sex with him, of course. No more interaction here. I know what you're doing. It's over. But my ex was a little bit of an, aggressive person. So I knew the moment I would say, it's done, it's over, I'm taking my stuff from your house and I'm leaving, he wouldn't let me. I 100% knew that was not gonna happen peacefully. So I came up with a plan, of course. In the morning he went out. I would take my phone, I would be like, let's give her a name. A name. I don't want to call her a side chick. Wasn't her fault. She didn't know. Patricia. I called Patricia. I was like, Patricia. He just left. And she would be like, yes, girl, he just called me. He's coming over to have lunch with me. I'm like, girl, good to know. Call me when he goes to work. So I know for sure he's going to his job. So I can go to his house and get my stuff out of his house. I had a key. I was not breaking in or anything. So don't get it twisted. I was not breaking in. Brought my ass over to his house. I took my stuff and I was like, okay, just take your stuff, girl. But I was thinking, like, if I take all of my stuff, he's going to be suspicious. This guy, he was trifling. He knew that the stuff that he was doing, of course, was not okay. And if one thing would be different in the house, he would notice it immediately. He was like a trifling detective. So, okay. One day I went to his house. I take all of my makeup, for example. The next time I would go there, I'd be like, oh, honey, I missed you too. Mwah, mwah, 2 cheeks, no sex. I'm going home. I have to do something with my mom. Liar. I'll take my clothes one day, I'll take my shoes the next day, then the day afterwards make up small stuff, so it wouldn't be obvious that I was like taking all my stuff at once and I would get out. The last day that I was at his house, I still of course had his key, and he had a cat and a dog. Most of the time in the morning I would like give his cat a little bit of food, walk his dog, and then go do my own stuff, of course. So he went to work, and 10 minutes after him, I stood up, took a shower, so like quick. My last stuff is here. This one grocery bag I had left with my last stuff. And then I put everything in a bag. I even gave him his cat food, as I usually do. Can take my anger on to the animals, it's not their fault. The owner is a cheater. Okay. I went out with his dog, I remember. And then when I came back to the house, I put my bag next to the door. Guess who came back? He. The door opened and I immediately was like, oh my God, what's happening? And he was like, hey, where are you going with that bag full of, I don't know, it was like women's stuff in it, like deodorant and makeup and all brushes and stuff. And he was like, where are you going with that stuff? And at that point, exactly, he was like looking around and he was like, where's all your stuff? I was like, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Oh, Lord, take the wheel and drive fast, please. I was like, oh, honey, no, I'm gonna reorder some stuff. And I was panicking. And I was like, no, I'm just gonna redecorate and put some stuff in other places. And, you know, some stuff's old, you need to throw it away. Lying. And I was like, oh, why did you have to come today and notice when I'm going out today? Okay, I went to my house and I knew that where we lived like, how could I say, like, not even 15 minutes away from each other. So it's like walking distance. And I knew that I would say, oh, the relationship is over. Nightmare. It would be over. And exactly that. He came to the house, standing inside my garden, screaming, oh, please give me another chance. Oh. Even my neighbors came out and were like, if you don't get this guy, we're going to call the police. One day even, I don't know how this guy did it. He came into the attic window. It's a small thing like this. And the guy is like really tall and really like big, like muscles big. I was like in my living room and I heard something upstairs. I was like, girl, what's that noise? And I heard like on my stairs. I was like, is in my house? I screamed. I was like, oh, please, what's happening? And he came just running down, all dressed in black and looking all crazy and sweaty and stuff. And I was wondering, like, how did you get in? Where did you came from? How did you come from upstairs? And he was like, yeah, I saw the window was open from your attic and I climbed from outside. Dude, you climbed all the way to the 3rd floor on my roof and to come inside? Whew. I was like, okay, this is getting too heavy. Too heavy for me. So, my mom was like, this is getting dangerous. Oh, and also, I'm skipping a part. After he was like, okay, she is really done with me. Because, oh, no, I'm skipping a lot. Let me tell you this. The girl that told me that he was cheating told me she was pregnant. I said, girl, you pregnant? You know him for like 2-3 months. How can you be pregnant already? In my head, I was going like, okay, you're nasty. No protection, and he's having sex with me too. But I was thinking we are one-on-one, and oh, I was like, I wanted to say, girl, you're nasty as fuck. You don't even know him, and but I was like, let me be respectful. She approached me with good intentions. I was like, okay, just be nice, be nice. Okay, she's like, oh, I'm pregnant. I'm like, oh, what are you gonna do now that you are pregnant? It's not my business, but you're in a worse position than I am. I'm just gonna leave. Because the signs were there that he was cheating, like missing for days, not picking up your phone, finding phone numbers in his jacket on pieces of paper, and all that kind of mess. Doesn't really matter. It was a fucked up situation, and at that time I was really young and inexperienced with having a boyfriend in the first place. So I was like in love, and I was like making excuses for everything. It's done. It's fine. It's finished. You learn, and you learn. Okay? And I was like, girl, what you gonna do? She was like, I don't know him for a long time, and I just gonna see how it goes. I'm like, okay. I didn't tell her that I was gonna leave because I was thinking she could snitch on me, and I don't know this girl. She doesn't owe me anything. Maybe she wants to snitch. I was like, no, I'm gonna leave. Nobody has to know. And okay, to go back forward. So I decided that it was going to be over, but I wanted to be in my own home when I told him that it was going to be. After that, he went crazy. No, I want to see you. Call me every day. He called me like 50 times a day, like ring, 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 ring. And I was like, no. Annoying, really fucking annoying. And after a while, my mom was like, okay, this is getting dangerous. He's trying to get in the house. And then after he couldn't get in the house and in the street anymore, because all of my neighbors knew, if you see this guy, tell him to go away. Okay, he couldn't come in the street anymore. He couldn't reach me through my mom, because my mom was like, you better get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. You better get the bleep out of here. And then it got to him, I guess, that it was serious. She's over. It is over. She is done. She doesn't want to see you anymore. It's done. Okay. Now, I was like, okay, I guess I just have to like be a little bit, how do you say that? Just keep myself strong, because most of the time when something would happen, I would yell, I would scream, I would cry, like, oh, why do you do this to me? F that. No more crying. I'm done with you. Because I was thinking like, I'm so nice. I don't cheat. I cook. I clean for you. I give your dog walks all the time. And I don't even like dogs in the first place. And I don't like cats at all. I'm allergic. And I do my best to do everything for you. Iron your fucking clothes, bleep. And I was like, I'm such a good girlfriend to you. And you do this to me. Why? Okay, I'm done. You know when they say a woman is really done, it's like, no more forgiving. It's over. My face is so shiny. What's happening? Okay. Well, and after a while it got so intense that my mom was like, you cannot stay in the same town anymore. Because now that he couldn't reach me anymore, he did this to me. And that was so foul. All the teenagers in my town, because he was really popular, girls really liked him. Half-breed, looking fine, all of the best friends, everybody knew him. And I was the shy girl back in the day. I didn't know and I was like, okay, cool, I got a good one. No. He told everybody that I did something really disgusting. And I was the one that cheated. That's what he said to people. So, if I think back about it, I'm like, beat you in your face. I didn't do anything. But he made it so dramatic that people were like, oh no, what did you do? And he told people that if they would see me, they would have the right to fight me. Like literally fight me. He told boys, girls, their parents, whomever. And everywhere I went, they were like, Cerelain. And give me disgusting looks like, bitch, we fucking know what you did. I was like, I didn't do anything. Yeah, your ex told us you did X, Y, and C, and D, A, B, C, and D. Ooh, 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 ooh. Fucking remix. Oh, sorry, effing. And I was like, I didn't. But he was so convincing in the way he would lie that people would be like, and he even told people, I broke up with her because she was cheating on me and hoeing around. It was so intense that people that didn't like me were looking for me to fight me in my own town. Then my mom and dad decided that I had to go live with my dad because it was that dangerous for me to stay where I was living. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, why would you do that to somebody? You're the one that's cheating. You could have given me AIDS or something. Some kind of crazy disease with my vagina all melting and shit. That would be your fault. But no, you're gonna tell people that I'm the one that's cheating while you're the one that's with a baby on the way? You must be crazy. Bleep, crazy. Bleep. Well, okay, so I moved to my dad's place. 20, 30 minutes away. Not that far, but in all of this while, I used to go to my dad's place all the time, usually on the weekends and a few times during the week because my school was near my dad's house, so I would visit him all the time. But he never knew exactly where my dad lived because I never went to my dad. My dad was like, don't bring no nigga to my house. No way, Jose. So he never knew where my dad lived. So I was in a new town, and I felt safe, and I was like, I can breathe again. Not. What he did now was so fucking crazy. He used to ring my phone. Let me think about this. and not exaggerate, like 200, 300 times a day. And in the end, I was like, and now in the beginning, I was like, what do you want? What do you want? I don't want to talk to you. And I would listen, and he would be like, oh, forgive me, please. What the F are you crying for? You weren't crying when you were like, or maybe you were from, because it was so nice, but you weren't crying when you were doing what you were doing. And you're gonna be a dad. Congratulations. And I was really calm, and he would be so annoyed with that. Really, my face is so shiny. Okay. Forgive me, guys, this is my first time filming a story time, so I don't know if I have this big old light. I don't know if I look good. Is it like too far to the left, too far to the right? Is it central? I see this thing moving. It's really funny looking. And I even got a new camera, a Canon camera. I bought it 2 days ago, and this expensive round kind of light. I don't know even how to use it. Sorry for the sidebar. Got this remote, and it goes so flashy and stuff. I'm like, oh, new YouTuber, let's go. Well, I moved to my dad's, and I was like, okay, I can breathe again. I couldn't. He was stalking me. And my mom was even like, he came to the house a few times to check and to see if you were here. And we were like, no, you moved, you're gone. And my mom was like, you should have seen his face. He was like, oh, where did she go? And my mom would be like, it's not your business. She go. Bye. And she would close the door. I wish I would have been there, because my mom is like the sweetest church-going lady, Christian. So sweet, so nice and so sweet. And she was upset, and I understand. I'm her child. I'm her baby. And the stalking and the calling went on for like, I guess, almost 3 years. But in the end, I would be like, oh, I'd see his number. I would pick up the phone and then put it upside down on the table. And I would just let him talk for hours. You could go away, you could cook, and you would come back. And I would be like, and he would still be talking, like, blah, 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 please, I love you so much, oh, no, 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 no. And I would be like, oh, he's still talking. Put my phone back. I was like, you're gonna pay for that, not me. It's your money. Go and talk. In the beginning, I would be like, please, stop calling me. Oh, stop calling me. No, 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 no. Don't wasting energy, like, okay, you wanna talk? Hello? Oh, I love you. Put it down, the phone, and relax. And after a while of doing that, he would call less and less and less and less. And I would be like, we're finished. It's over. But still, I had this tension, like, one of these days I'm gonna come across him, and I don't want to see him on the street. Because back in the day, I was like, oh, let's go to a party. Hey. Yeah. And I know he liked to party too. And I was like, I'm not gonna go stay in the house and be all scared and stuff, because people were telling me crazy stuff where I used to live, because once in a while the roles were reversed. I used to live with my mom, and then I went to my dad, and then once in a while I would go back to my mom's side. And then people that knew me on that side, when they would see me like getting groceries and stuff, they would come up to me and they would be like, this guy is telling us he is going to kill you. And it was crazy. It was insane. Now I can laugh about it, but back in that day, I was like, sometimes I would be like a little bit scared for my life, because I was like, okay, this guy is really this is getting deep. You want to kill me now? Because I don't want a relationship with you? You're going to be a dad. Focus on that. But in the end, all the stalking stopped, and in the years after that, I saw him like, Oh no, the first time I saw this guy, I had a new boyfriend, and that was on my mom's side of town. And me and my new boyfriend, he's also my ex now, but doesn't matter. Me and my new boyfriend, we were standing at a grocery store where my mom used to shop all the time. And we were sitting in the car. And then my boyfriend at the time was like, why is this? We were standing in a parking lot, and there was no other cars around. So it was us in a parking lot at the grocery store, a little bit late in the night, I guess. And the car came, and the car was driving around us. But I was talking so much to my ex, at my boyfriend at the time, I didn't notice. And he was like, Caroline, why is this guy driving circles around us? And I was like, well, what you talking about? And then he came back around, and I was like, oh, Jesus is a fire. No, oh, Jesus, Lord, it's my ex. And he was like, is that your ex? He looks crazy. I said, yeah, he's crazy jealous. Let's go away. And he was like, no, let him get out. Let him do something. I'll protect you. And I was like, oh, I love you. You're so nice. So sweet. He drove around us a few circles, and then he drove off. And then I didn't see him for a few years later. I was like, bye. Well, okay, I guess that's the... Oh, no, that's not the end. Leaving out the juicy part. I saw him again, like, later, years later. It was like, I guess on Tinder or something. And I was like, no, swipe to the left. And, of course, few of the people told me that, and I knew that, he had kids with a few other girls. So I heard he had 7 kids. Now at the moment, the guy has 7 kids. I think with 3 or 4 baby moms. Praise the Lord, I never got pregnant. Jesus is on my side. Because he would have ruined my life. 3 or 4 baby moms, and I'm sure it was 7 kids. There's an angel on, I don't know which shoulder it is, but no. And I know in the end, God has protected me, because that's not what I want for myself. My parents only have kids with each other. No side baby mom, side baby daddy, no half brother or sister. I'm one of 4. We have the same mom, the same dad, no ish between us. So I would not have wanted to have a baby daddy and be one of 4 drama. No, thank you. So in the end, I came up with my head held up high, titties to the sky. No, I'm happy. It was a bad experience, of course, because in that moment you're like, okay, this is not my cup of tea. But I came out good. Winning in the end. Not being a baby mom. That's a blessing. A big blessing. Well, guys, this is the end of the story. Subscribe. Share the videos with your friends. Oh, no. Push the like button.